Hey, what's up guys? I'm Kyle at Fortune Off-Road. In this video, we're building a propane ammo can fire pit. Hopefully it'll be something small that we can fit in a Jeep or even put in a car or a backpack if we needed to. All right, let's get going. All right, so here's what I've ordered. It is a 30 caliber ammo can. Just got this thing off of Amazon. For some reason, the all black can was cheaper, so I just went with that. Brand new, got the seal and everything in there. And we're about to destroy this thing to make something I want out of it. Then I got this from Fire Crate. They sell this on Amazon, and it is basically the adapter to go to your propane tank. Then it has a lighter, and then this part in this little brown section, that is a copper tube with a bunch of holes in it and the adapter so we can turn this into a little fire pit. This has been done before, and I'm gonna try to do it a little bit differently, and I'm gonna try to include something special. We'll see if it's gonna be possible. At the very least, I will have a fire pit for when we've got those fire restrictions or a small camping area, or maybe a way to dry some stuff out. And this hopefully will pack pretty small into this package. We'll see with this hose. It's kind of a bigger hose, but yeah, let's get started on this and see what we can come up with. turn this baby off for a second. This is pretty much what I was envisioning. We've got some expanded metal on the sides, and that is to not force all of the air up these pipes when we're using it that way. We've got the hole in the back to stick the lighter in. This whole thing is optional. Most of the time, I envision it being used like this. We could even take this top off. That is the fire pit, so let's get it going again. You can really hear that coming out of there, so you gotta be careful lighting this thing. Look at that. Whew. I'm planning on putting some lava rock in there, but I kind of just want to make sure that this works before I do any more, because I'm gonna paint it. Probably find some temperature resistant paint, maybe like barbecue paint, something like that. This is like barely on and it's going that fast. So that is the fire pit aspect of it. And I suppose you could like roll it on its side. You could even cook something on there if you really had to. All right, so we'll throw the lid on there. So like I said, completely optional. And then the reason why I had these out, you could just put something like there on there. Obviously you don't want a 90 degrees, but you know, put something on there to space these out, maybe a 45. And then you could hang a boot on each side of it and then a hat in the middle, something like that. So I mean, if you just had one that went to the side, you could put, you know, some boots on there. And then for storage, let's turn this thing off. Well, first, let's see how hot this gets. Whoa, buddy. Okay, this thing's probably pretty hot now, but I'm going for it. Open it up. Grab my glove here. Ooh. And that's how it stores up. So you could use it just like this. Turn the gas on again. And there's your little fire pit again. All right, so the concept works, and you know, really, do I see myself using the tubes on there? Not really. We do a few runs a year that are in the snow, super cold. I plan on doing some more of those camping. Last year, it seemed like people on YouTube really enjoyed that, so I'm gonna try to do that again. I enjoyed it too, so win-win there. But I could see myself trying to use those tubes. I'm not 100% sure if, you know, my idea will work, but it's worth a shot. I already had all these things, so it's like, why not? Tube I had left over from the Samurai exhaust. So what I need to do now is just tear this thing apart, get it as clean as I can, and then I'm gonna try to grab some paint from the hardware store. We'll paint it up, and then tonight I will get an action shot of this thing going in the backyard. All right, so we let it sit overnight because we threw some paint on it, and this is Duplicolor engine enamel black, and perfect for this, a high temp application, and it needed to sit overnight, so that was perfect. So you see we cut the holes in the top, exhaust pipes in there are flipped over, they're just tack welded on the other side, and this whole expanded metal in there is also just tack welded. Now, the reason why I went with a full sheet and not just little squares or circles to cover these up is that this metal is pretty thin. You can see, in fact, just the tacks kind of almost burned through the metal on this thing. So now it's super rigid, a little bit heavier, and hopefully that is going to keep all of my lava rock in there and keep anything else from getting in it. So we have no carrying handle anymore because we put these holes in the top. This part is unpainted, and you can just slide in right there. That's what the inside looks like. Close it, latch it down, and you've got those 3 pipes on there. The next thing I need to do is get our copper fitting in there, and basically our vent for all the flame to come out, and then we can fill it with some lava rock. So the lava rock I got I kind of messed up here. I got 2 pounds of black, and in the pictures, it didn't look like it was this fine. So I would recommend getting something a little bit thicker. Luckily, I'm gonna keep this all pretty low, so I have some top area open in here for some storage, but definitely go with a bigger lava rock. We've got everything hooked up, and that's pretty much the product. So you don't move it very much at all, and it really goes up. Let's see what full blast looks like. Holy moly, that thing's raging. So I'm gonna turn it down pretty low, close the lid. Okay, now that looks pretty weird. We've got 2 45s and then 1 straight, and these are not cut. This was part of the tube I used to make those smaller pipes, but none of these are cut down yet. This is where we test out the winter part of this to see if I can use this to dry some stuff, or if those tubes will help radiate heat, anything, because it looks pretty cool. Actually kind of nice the way it's redirecting heat out this tube. So if you're standing around this on a cold day, it's gonna be nice. All right, so I'm gonna turn this down to about the minimum. All right, got an old pair of boots here. Let's see if this will work out or if it'll just melt everything. So it's not forced air, so it's coming through very slowly because it's not just like hot electric blown air. There's gonna be some soot coming out of there too. The pipes are gonna get hot, not too hot yet. So I think if you kept the flame this low, this might work to heat some stuff up. So it doesn't appear to be melting the boots. The boots are nice and warm. I think you just got to be sure to not let your laces or any part of the boot that can melt get down in there. But the last step for the hat. So I think this worked. You definitely have to be cognizant of the material you're putting on the tube, and you have to make sure you don't turn the temp up too high. You don't want to burn and melt all of your stuff. But as far as something to stand around and heat up your hands, the tubes work great for that. And to heat up anything you put on it and help dry it out, I think that works too. A special bonus is this thing just looks wild. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Definitely a little bit unconventional with exhaust pipes and whatnot coming off the top. But you know, after trying it, I mean, the concept works. Just having that concentrated heat come out of those tubes, great for warming up your hands. We'll see how effective it's going to be with boots or gloves or something like that. Still not 100% sold on it, but it's kind of a cool option to try out. And I know we are going to try it out because as this weather gets cooler, we're going to be looking out for those snow weekends, and we're going to do a bunch of snow camping, I hope. So I will definitely get back to you guys with how that's working. Sticking with this theme, we've got the I Must Escape sticker from the store. If you want to get some stickers like this or other off-road related stickers, check out fortuneoffroad.store. I put a new one of these on there at least once a month. They're all cool off-roading themes, and this one just explains exactly how I feel pretty much throughout the whole week when I'm not wheeling. Want to get outdoors. If you want to make one of these ammo cans for yourself, look down in the description. I'll post as many of these parts as I can find in there, and hopefully you can build one of these for yourself. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.